I'm Mel Wagner, a nurse practitioner working for Lutheran Services. Advanced care planning includes either a statement of choice or an advanced health directive, or in most circumstances, often both. The Advanced Care Directive is a legal document which is signed off by solicitors or justice of the peace and by a doctor. A statement of choice is more a value-based document which guides decision making in future healthcare decisions. It is not legally binding and people can change their mind. It's also very much voluntary, and it's just a really good tool for healthcare professionals to provide that extra special care at end of life.
I find that the statement of choice is a really good conversation starter with families and their loved ones to allow us as clinical staff move them into the palliative care smoothly, and I suggest and recommend to the residents that they actually do it from the beginning of their care.
The residents have a conversation with the family, they're all in agreement with everything. We as staff members then know what the steps we need to take to be proactive in their end of life care, and it just reassures the family and the resident that when they go into that end of life pathway that it will be a peaceful time for them.
Most people will say family is most valuable to me in my life. So that gives me the chance to say, well, did you know that your family can stay here with you during that process? We've had daughters stay, sons stay, husbands stay, just to give that comfort.
Dad unfortunately caught COVID and declined from it very rapidly. He did have underlying health conditions, but no, we didn't actually have that plan with him to know what to do. I think really and honestly, if I could turn back time and be able to speak to Dad and know what he wanted, I'd do it in the blink of an eye, because then I know in myself that we had made the decisions Dad wanted.
They wanted to know, what he wanted in the finish, what type of things he wanted. He didn't want to go to hospital. Some of the things that they asked me and Tabeel was a little bit confronting, but most of it I knew what he wanted. My mum and Dad had never talked about dying. Mum didn't even think that Dad was going to die, and if they'd have had a statement of choice in place, they would have known exactly what to do. So I think everyone should have one.
As hard as it is, it needs to be spoken about in the first place, while your parents know what they're doing, because it's hard.
I made my statement of choices with Mel, and it made it a lot easier.
I recommend people fill out a statement of choice because it provides that uniqueness, it provides the value-based input into end-of-life care planning, it stops conflict, misunderstanding, and provides much better guidelines for staff who provide that end-of-life care.